Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to Novel Idea. Today I have a tag video to do. It is going to be the Anything But Books tag. This was originally created by BookBuds and I was tagged by Ania at Well Traveled Books. Ania, if I'm saying your name wrong, please correct me. I have two friends with this name, and one of them pronounces it spelled exactly the same, A-N-I-A, and one of them says Ania, and the other one says Ania. So let me know which one is correct. So it's a quick one, it shouldn't take too long, and it doesn't involve any books at all. I might put some B-roll on here just so that you get an idea of what I'm talking about. But let's just jump right in and get started. So the first prompt is something that you own way too many of besides books. I'm a little bit of a collector, probably much to my husband's chagrin. I collect a lot of nature things, so I have a lot of shells and rocks and driftwood and tiny pine cones and little tiny acorns and chestnuts and feathers and moss and nests and all kinds of things. So I love to collect that kind of stuff. And I probably have way too much of it because I don't have really anywhere to put it. It's in jars and boxes and that kind of stuff, and it's just all put away because I don't have anywhere to display it. And I, like I said, just have a lot of it. And I tend to collect it from wherever I go. And so I have those. I have probably way too many photos. I used to be a professional photographer, and it was always really important to me to have actual printed photos and not just digitalized ones. And so I probably have way too many of those. And then I also probably have way too many pajamas. I like my pajamas. I love to buy new ones. I love soft, cozy things. So I probably have way too many pairs of pajamas too. Something that you do for fun besides reading. So I just mentioned that I used to have a photography business, and I still love photography, even though I'm not doing it professionally anymore. It's something that I do a lot of times when I'm just out walking, when I have just a few moments. I'll oftentimes pop outside and take pictures of things that capture my attention. So I do that. I love to cook, and I love walking in nature. I love just being out in the fresh air. I'm not much of a sports person, or not too much of a hiker, that kind of thing, but I do love just being out for a walk and being out in the woods or close to water. Love all of that. And then the last thing would be I like to garden. I cannot garden currently, and so I do a lot of garden planning because no space, no actual yard right now. So I have to do what I can, and I do enjoy kind of plotting things out and doing that. So something on your nightstand that is special besides a book. Okay, so I only have just a couple of things on my nightstand. One of them is a teddy bear that was my husband's when he was a little guy. And so I call him Jimmy Bear because my husband's name is James. So I call him Jimmy Bear, and he's very well loved. You can see the little fur being worn off in certain spots, and he doesn't have much of a nose anymore. but he is on my nightstand all the time. And then the other thing that's on there that means something is my wedding ring. It gets caught on things if I try to sleep in it or something like that. I've had sheets actually rip from wearing it, and so I leave it in a little box right next to my bed unless I need it for something specific, or we're going out for a while. If we leave town or do anything like that, I always wear it, but usually if I'm just around the house, it's on my nightstand. Something you buy at a bookstore besides books. So I actually buy quite a few things at bookstores besides books. I've seen lots of people answer this and they're like, I don't really do that. I buy stationery at bookstores. I buy journals at bookstores. Playing cards I buy at bookstores. Stickers and magazines. I almost always, especially if I'm at an independent bookstore, I will almost always pick up something specific to that bookstore because I want to support them in some way besides just buying books. And so I have a travel mug thermos kind of thing, and I tend to put all of my bookstore and coffee shop stickers on my travel mug. So a gift that you were given that means a lot besides a book or book gift card. And for this, again, it's going to be my camera. The one that I'm remembering that was gifted to me was from my husband and my kids in about 2004, 2005. And just a Nikon D50 little digital SLR, and flipped my world on end. I just loved it. And so yeah, I'm gonna say my camera for that. Name some YouTube channels that you watch that are not BookTube. So the channels that I watch besides BookTube, which is mainly what I have as far as subscriptions go, but there are a few that I watch that are not, but they are mainly vegan cooking shows or lifestyle shows. So I watch Sweet Simple Vegan, I watch Pickup Lines, I watch Young Men Cooking, and I watch Good Eatings. All of those ones are pretty much on replay, or you know, they're the ones that I get the immediate notification because I'm always anxious to find out what's next from them. And then as far as lifestyle ones go, I watch Monologue, or her name is Ramona, and so it might be Monologue, but Pine and Prospect Home, the Elliott Homestead, and then Rachel Maxey. And she's probably the YouTuber that I've been subscribed to the longest. And she does cosplay, and she was learning how to sew at the beginning of her channel. She's gotten quite good at it now, and she's a really good makeup artist and just different things like that. So I watch her quite a bit too. And then question 7 is to tag some booktubers. So a couple of booktubers, this has been around for a while, so I'm going to tag a couple of newer booktubers. And the two that are newest to me, and I think they're fairly new to BookTube as well, are Books with Cheryl and Alex with a Book. And so I'm going to tag them to do this. So thanks for joining me today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in another video real soon.